Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fandom United, episode 4, excuse me, of the live stream every week. And I might have Keith with me. I am not sure, but we are scheduled to start at 6:45, and I am just rolling and going to talk a little lanterns. Lanterns. I'm very excited about that. This series is turning out a lot better than I anticipated. But I hope everyone's having a wonderful Monday here. Just a few more Mondays until football begins. And speaking of football, look what I found in my storage. That's right. That is the Zack Snyder's Justice League football merchandise that it's from the movie. Obviously, it's not when Ray Fisher's Victor Stone is playing football, and so this they released a football in limited capacity, limited numbers, and I happened to get one. It was pretty cool. I found it in my storage, and I kind of just been playing with it all day, and decided I'd show it off on the stream. I will forever cherish this movie, and clearly, it's okay to move on and embrace new aspects of comic book movie fandom, or in this case, TV series. Here I am, one of the biggest supporters of Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I have embraced James Gunn's universe, for better or worse. And Lanterns is awesome. It's probably it's probably one of those. No, it is. It's gonna save this universe. Okay, this universe was in trouble for a while after Supergirl, and now this Paramount merger that may or may not be affecting Batman: Brave and the Bold. I saw some news about that earlier today. Apparently, Andy Muschietti, the director of the Flash movie, who's now directing The Brave and the Bold, said everything's on hold because of this merger. Then a couple hours later, James Gunn says nothing's on hold right now. It doesn't sound like something he would say. And so clearly there's some miscommunication between James Gunn and one of his directors. Um, so we'll see what happens there. But how about those first two episodes of Lanterns? Man, what an awesome show. And this show had me from the beginning when they described it as sort of a true detective take involving space cops. And you can see that in the first two episodes already, right? You have small town, you have these two characters, two iconic characters, one at the end of his career and Hal Jordan, played brilliantly by Kyle Chandler, and then of course John Stewart, who in the past few decades has become arguably more popular than Hal Jordan. But I think Aaron Pierre is doing a wonderful job. He just has that on-screen charisma as John Stewart. Anytime he's on screen, you're locked in. You could tell that guy has incredible acting chops and is the perfect fit for John Stewart. Um, Kyle Chandler wasn't my first choice to play Hal Jordan. When he got announced, I was like, okay, cool. I mean, I liked him and some things, but we'll see what he brings. And what he brought was um, clearly a lot of experience and acting chops. Playing a character whose best days are behind him. At this point, he's a mentor. He's training. He's a teacher. Um, there are times where it's debatable if he's even enjoying what he's doing, but he's also clearly having fun with it at Jon Stewart's expense. And I really enjoy their dynamic, the two of them together. It's worked out a lot better than I anticipated. And through the first two episodes, it's largely been just them and their back and forth, their banter, um, working together, giving each other a hard time. Subtle humor as this plot begins to slowly unravel. There's talk about at first it was aliens, and it's like what's going on, and what really got me into this series was that whole interrogation in that first episode. I mean, how great was that as far as writing is concerned? How Jordan's sitting across from somebody who's suspected to be an alien, and how Jordan is just, giving it to him and, questioning him and, getting inside his mind. And then the dude flips the table, right? He turns the table, and there's a tonal shift, and you can see a shift in how Jordan going from the offensive to a bit of the defensive. This guy, who the actor, by the way, did an incredible job, but this guy, like, what if I was an alien? And it's hypothetically, what if this was happening, and what if that happened? And man, from that point on, I was like locked in, because at first you're like getting a feel for it. Okay, these actors are cool. It's great seeing them on screen, the characters, but man, that interrogation right there just won me over. Um, yeah, and then from that point on, it's game on, man. So really solid first episode, capped off by one of the craziest cliffhangers, and that's seeing how Jordan killed off. It turns out those rumors were true. Yeah, they killed off Hal Jordan, but it's nonlinear storytelling. So it's not just one timeline. Okay, just jumping starts off in the past, present, future. So there's going to be no shortage of Hal Jordan in this series. But talk about a jaw-dropping cliffhanger with Hal Jordan dead and Jon Stewart's reaction, which I didn't catch until I saw it on Twitter. He shed a tear. He shed a tear for his one-time teacher, mentor, and friend. You don't give a reaction like that until you've been through some stuff together. And as this first season goes on, we'll get to see more of that. And then we'll look back, and it'll probably hit us even harder than when we saw it the first time. And my buddy has arrived, so I'm going to bring him in. Mr. Keith Barnes, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's happening? What's going on, man? What's happening? Happy Monday.
Just talking some lanterns, man. It's crazy, dude. 2 episodes in. How I won't even ask you because I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but how amazing is this series for you?
2 big thumbs up. Excellent show. It's like a. I didn't watch. I watched the first episode of True Detective. That's it. I've actually never watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then it does definitely have that feel. It's like that. It's like, for me. It's like what everybody's saying, and they said all along it's going to be a True Detective style show. It's like True Detective and Watchmen, both. Which Damon Lindelof was involved in Watchmen. Did you finish? Did you Did you watch the Watchmen TV series?
The Watchmen? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Okay. Yeah. It definitely got the feel of, for me, both of those, especially the first episode. But yeah, the chemistry between the two is incredible. Kyle Chandler and what's his name?
Aaron
John
Pierre.
Stewart's name? Aaron Pierre. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Aaron Pierre. Yeah, yeah. Great chemistry between the two. Like, kind of both kind of give each other hell a little bit, like busting each other's balls a little bit, and also kind of they're both like pointing out each other's mistakes whenever they do it, and they're also like kind of I don't know. They kind of give each other a hard time. There's seems to be sort of a reluctant respect from Jon Stewart. I don't know, the way I like how he's playing Jon Stewart. Like, that's exactly seen any version of Jon Stewart, he's exactly like that. He's a little stoic, very serious, very kind of tight-lipped, and I love how Hal Jordan points it out. Like,
well, I'm sure Jon Stewart was expecting a different kind of Hal Jordan, right? It's one that's a little more buttoned up. You know, he even calls him out in the first episode about, like, you know, something along the lines of, you know, I respect, you know, what it means. And Hal Jordan is like, Junior, you have no idea. Okay. Like, this is very much a Hal Jordan in the vein of Ben Affleck's Batman. You know, he's just weary, tired, experienced. Had his run-ins clearly with Sinestro and some other, you know, dangerous foes. But continue, man.
Definitely. Yeah, no, he definitely battled hard, and that's a great point. There's definitely something changed from him because we see him in, they say 1986. I guess I'm assuming that's when he first got the ring. I guess, unless they said so and I missed it. But they see him in 1986, and then we see that.
It's a 30-year coverage, yeah. So 96 is when kid Jon Stewart is seeing him on TV. I think you're right, because that moment is not when the world finds out that he's a Green Lantern and finds out what a Green Lantern is. But he had been Hal Jordan for some time,
right?
And then 2016 is present day, and then 2026 is how that cliffhanger ending.
Well, I'm gonna get to that in a second. But we see in two, because we see that kind of, there's like a backup, a digital holographic backup of him,
conscious
from 10 years earlier, which was from 10 years earlier from 2016, so that's 06, and he hadn't backed up. You know, I guess we found out they're supposed to be doing that regularly, and he hadn't done that since then. So between the 86 guy, Hal Jordan, that 06 kind of backup version of him in the ring, and 2016, like, he's very different. Like, something's happened to him in between all those points, obviously, to turn him into what he is in 2016. He's just, like you said, kind of like battle weary, grizzled, a little more cynical than what we've seen, but he's clearly a whether something's happened. Like I said, it could be the stuff with Sinestro, all the battles he's fought, all the different, you know, enemies he's fought, and different things he's seen, different people he's probably lost. So yeah, I like seeing those different versions of Hal Jordan. And then let's jump ahead. Let's go to the cliffhanger, because let me ask you something. Do you think that he's actually dead?
Yes.
Yes. I'm wondering.
But okay, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Is it one of those shape-shifting aliens that they're after?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, the second episode, at least for now, mentions that there's only one in Nebraska, right?
Yeah.
In Rushville, Nebraska.
That is the one.
as of now. Now that could change, right? Because we still have plenty of story to go. So there could be more than one, obviously.
And by the time we get to 2026, it could be more, maybe.
I just think what they're doing for Hal Jordan, at first I could see it, rubbing some fans off the wrong way because it's like they want to see Hal Jordan in his glory days, right? Not at the end. But they're doing a creative spin on it where they're covering so much in a shortened span, at least for now, right? And one season, the first season.
Yeah.
I find that creative, to kind of just see how Jordan in his different eras and, get juxtaposed for how he is in 2016 compared to, in his early days. But I think, we've seen it before where there's misdirection, but as of right now, I tend to believe Hal Jordan's death is for real because of what it does for Jon Stewart's character.
Right. It'd be more impactful if he actually was dead. But I don't know. My daughter and I were talking about that. Well, what if that's not him? Like, there's no way that's actually him. It could be one of those aliens.
We're also talking about a genre. Yeah. We're talking about a genre, too, where characters don't really stay dead, So it wouldn't surprise. Would there be a shock factor if Hal Jordan turned up alive? I don't think so, because I think audiences at this point in the genre are like accustomed to seeing characters come back. And so
Well, listen to, and just I'm a spoiler for Watchmen from 7 years ago. But that's the big mystery of that was where's Dr. Manhattan, and then he turns up in the last episode or second last episode. It's like he's been this one particular character the whole entire time. Yeah, like the whole time. He didn't know it until you watch it. The whole thing, if you haven't seen it, watch it. That's a big reveal at the end. But so I wonder if there's something. Maybe if Jon Stewart's alive, maybe that's kind of the reveal. Like you said, we'll see him all throughout because the story is all about everything leading up to that. But I do love the 2 points of the different timelines. Westworld did the same thing. That first season of Westworld. That was a big reveal of that, where it's taking point in 2 different points in time. And there's a particular character. There's an old version and a young version of a particular character, which we don't find that out till near the end of that season. So this was kind of revealed right away. We're looking at 10 years ago.
Something you said earlier, and there's Hal Jordan's consciousness, right? So even though let's pretend Hal Jordan's really dead, in season 2, maybe he uploads more of his consciousness and more frequently, as opposed to in the first episode where it's like he's like, oh, I haven't done this in a while, So there's a path, even though Hal Jordan, should he be killed off, to where we still see more of him. So
but also but we see in that his body's there on the bleachers there, and he doesn't have the ring, and then Jon Stewart doesn't have the ring either. Now they say, there's only one lantern on Earth, human lantern. I'm guessing at this point it's Guy
Gardner.
I'm sorry, Kyle. I was going to say Kyle Rayner. Yeah, Guy Gardner. Excuse me. But also, I saw someone point out that his ring's different than the one that we see. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm really curious. I love this mystery of it. I like the build up so far in these first 2 episodes. I'm already looking forward to the third episode. I can't wait to see the reveal. And what's up with this guy, the rich businessman tycoon guy in the town there. I saw a fan theory that
Mason, Macron, whatever.
Macon, something like that. Yeah, Macon. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's his deal? I saw a fan theory that he's Vandal Savage, which I like. Oh wow, that's kind of makes sense because he's a little young to be have a son that old and be a grandfather. He looks kind of young. That actor in real life is like 60. I looked up, and then Carrie, the actress playing the sheriff, the lady from Trainspotting, she's like 50.
Who's from Gotham, by the way? We find out she's from Gotham.
She's in Gotham. She's from Gotham.
From Gotham.
I thought you meant the TV
show.
She's
not in Gotham TV show, but
yes, okay, yes. She said she reveals
So another cool little Easter egg for eventually the Batman movie. Whenever that happens,
maybe.
Raven the Bold.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, man. I don't know where I was going with my train of thought, but I had something until we started talking about Gotham.
I mentioned the guy being Vandal Savage.
Yeah. Do you ever find yourself being a bit impatient as you're watching the episodes? It's like, I want to see more of Green Lantern's powers. I want to see more Green Lantern powers. I want to see more. You know what I mean? Of the cool shit. But
there was a few years ago. I'll say this: when I was your age, I would have been just like that.
Okay.
I there was a time I would have definitely been like, no, but I like this.
It's not a bad thing. It's just it's more of an observation of like when he got shot in the second episode, how for being on the property. I'm just like, and then he ends up in a hospital bed. I'm like, but then you remember, his ring was at 5% power, and then it got it lost the battery. But then what is he doing? Leaving the lantern at his house and like making himself completely vulnerable. Like, no wonder he got shot at the end of episode 1. Just like, you know what I mean? It's like,
that was the thing. Me and my daughter were like, why does it? Because we know he doesn't have this. He doesn't have the lantern. Why is he not?
Why is the lantern all the way over there? But to the show's point, it's also a creative way to like keep it grounded and like keep the budget. We got just enough to give you a little birdie throughout the episode and all this and that, but it's not bothering me yet. It's just an observation of like, oh, okay, like, come on, like we'll get to the good stuff, and of course, VFX wise, a lot of that went to the last 5 minutes where Hal Jordan's flying off the planet and going to visit Sinestro.
Yeah.
We got older Sinestro, and hopefully we get some flashbacks of, some encounters between him and Hal Jordan back in their heyday. But pretty cool reveal, man, and a good teaser into the next episode that we're gonna get a lot of Hal Jordan and Sinestro.
Yeah. And how did you get him? And they got him in prison. Like, that's like, oh wow, I love that. I wonder. I like. That's where I think you'll see the action. There's going to be probably a whole episode we'll see where see what that encounter was, where he got him, and they actually were able to capture him and lock him up. Like, I wonder if that's where you'll see some of the action, but that might be one of the big action episodes before the finale. But I think that we'll. The story's good enough so far that like it's not as, like you said, you're not bothered by it totally yet. I think the performances for sure, and the writing definitely. I love the writing and the story. mystery. Everything's just good enough where it's not like, all right, let's get to the. I want to see a big fist, punching somebody, or a big missile or a big whatever, a big mousetrap or something, big green mousetrap or something crazy.
And again,
like
it's,
that.
I just want to be clear. It's not a negative, guys. It's not.
Yeah.
Like it's more so like, oh, okay, like okay. Anyways, back to the story.
Listen, if people were doing the same thing and watching, it's like we're going to see some stuff. So I hear you. I want to see a big green baseball bat. I think we'll get that for sure. Certainly, I would expect it if these other creatures, who are they? The guys that went to that captured Jon Stewart.
So I missed that part. They're not bad guys necessarily because they would have killed Jon Stewart. Who in the chat? Who are the guys that caught and interrogated Jon Stewart and showed them? It's one of those things where like the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? Because the Manhunters destroyed their world and like they gave Jon Stewart like a whole insight, like first look at what they're capable of.
Right.
John Booth, they are hunting the Manhunter. Okay, so
yeah,
but like,
and they want Jon Stewart to find him because they can't show up. They can't go into that town because they have alien detectors everywhere.
And they said the Manhunter would sense them or something, or I don't know, something like that. But
they want Jon Stewart to get it. It's similar to Captain. Remember Captain Marvel, where the Skrulls captured her and they showed her what's actually going on.
Yeah,
it's similar to that. That's the first thing I thought of.
That's a good call.
So, yeah, that's the first thing I thought of. I was like, oh, that's like how in Captain Marvel they kind of unlock her memories and showed her, or they use her memories to see what's happening. They told her what's really happening, whatever. I don't know. It's similar to that. So at least so far, it seems like it. I don't know. But the Guardians, which we'll go. We'll see them later. I know Laura.
We'll see them in the next episode. While it looks like the next episodes, we're going to get a lot of like talking, which I don't mind.
Yeah,
because it's the Who, right?
You're right. Right.
Like, okay, I talked about the Green Lantern's powers. Put that aside. I don't mind getting a whole episode of Hal Jordan and Sinestro talking and like, as long as the writing's good. And on the flip side, Jon Stewart and the Guardians and like, why me? Because we've gotten breadcrumbs through Jon Stewart's past, right? The way his father brought him up and like, are you afraid? This and that. It's like, okay, why
how
is that?
How did that? You're right. Like how? I heard some speculation that maybe his dad, maybe like
they tried to recruit his dad.
Yeah, and he maybe was afraid, so he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna get my son to," because how does his dad know about any of this?
Difficult 3690. They're called.
Okay. I did catch that. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Yeah. I must have blinked and missed that too, but I think I do remember seeing that name, him saying that. So, yeah. So there you go. But I can't see the chat, so that's why.
Fan speculation is they suspect it's a fake placeholder name. His backstory closely matches Atrocitus, the famous DC Comics villain and leader of the Red Lantern Corps. The Red Lantern.
Listen, there may have been a tease of a Red Lantern thing.
Are they the Red Lanterns though?
I think it's possible. I think
is that with all this speculation and like quick 10-second Google search is like leading me.
That's what. Well, I think that when the previous Lantern, what's his name? I forgot the one that. I forgot his name. I always forget his name. The alien guy
the one I gave the ring to.
Gave the ring. Yes, that he was fighting. He either captured or was fighting a Red Lantern or
don't
something
say
like that.
it difficult. It's Abin Sur. No.
Yep. He said no.
Abin Sur.
Yes.
Oh.
Something like that. Something like that. You're very close. That's not it.
I was trying to avoid saying the Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
His original name.
Yeah.
And Saban.
It's very similar.
No, that's not it. That's not it. Stop it.
Exactly. But yeah, I think maybe he was transporting someone that is going to be or was a Red Lantern or something like that. I saw something.
Well, no, that Abin was transporting
was fighting
the Manhunter, and the Manhunter killed him.
And that person,
and then the ring gave to Hal Jordan.
Yeah,
and that's what Jon Stewart said. But the way Jon Stewart said it was just like he's beginning to doubt.
Sure,
his really, leader. Yeah,
right.
It made him raise questions. The lady, the talk with the lady in the diner, she's like, "Well, if you have to ask, then that kind of
you are right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh man,
and maybe the man, her husband, the rich guy, sent her because he knew that she hooked up with. Seemingly, he clearly knew that she hooked up with. Jon Stewart hooked up with her. Maybe he sent her to get information from him.
Yeah. You want to continue living this lifestyle?
Yeah.
You want that alimony? Well, here we go.
Right. Which I like the theory that he's Vandal Savage. That definitely makes sense. That's why he's so rich. Yeah, he's been collecting money for thousands of years, and he would know something about the Lanterns.
Difficult brings up a good point. How do we know this dude isn't a manhunter? I mean,
I had a brief thought of that.
The series wouldn't do that though. For a character like Jon Stewart, would they? That would piss because it's such a perfect casting.
Yeah.
Like what? We don't want the Mandarin. But they don't want the Mandarin. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Well, they say they can copy them all the way down to, like pretty much like molecular, level.
Yeah.
But they don't. But I don't know if they would know as much. Because you remember how test the alien dude by asking them, "What do you think of Barack Obama?"
Yeah. That was funny.
Well, there's some controversy about his birth rate. He's like, that's all. He's like, that's it.
That's it.
Got from Nebraska. That's all you got to say. Okay.
Oh man, that was great, dude. That whole I was talking about it right before you jumped on, or as you jumped on. What got me like hooked on this series was that interrogation scene because from that point before, prior to that, you're just like, okay, you're along for the ride. Hal Jordan cool, Jon Stewart cool. But man, that whole interrogation scene. Talk about great writing and the acting too. Yeah. Oh, the whole direction of this series through 2 episodes, man.
Excellent. So good.
Yeah. So, are you worried about DC anymore? DCU? Because there was a time, where we were in the universe, where Supergirl, was disappointed, but
I didn't mind. Well, first, Supergirl, I didn't think it was as bad as people act like it was. I thought it was fine. It was. I was hoping it would be a little better, but a lot better. But I didn't think it was like as horrible as people would make it out. I don't even think it was bad. I think it just anyway, we'll talk about that another time. But
oh, hey, another good point here regarding lanterns. Okay. We didn't talk the tech.
Ooh.
The tech, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Difficult again.
Okay.
I think Lex owns the farm. He has the means for all the tech.
It's possible. It's definitely possible. I didn't even think about Lex Luthor. Sure.
You think Lex has his hands in
he would be wanting to know
Nebraska?
about he would be wanting to know about aliens stuff going on. How Jordan has a dimensional hole in his closet where he keeps his lantern. That kind of stuff that's I mean, that wouldn't have come from Lex Luthor, but we know Lex is doing all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't know. He would be. It's a great point. I didn't even think about Lex Luthor. That's definitely possible. But what are you talking about? I forgot what we were saying.
But and another point.
Right the DCU. Sorry. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Pocket Dimension.
Pocket Dimension. Yeah, there you go. That's what it's talking about.
That opens up a whole lot of possibilities, right? I mean, first thing that came to mind was Peacemaker. I was like, oh,
yeah, exactly. Also in his closet, like or from what we saw.
Yeah.
So, everybody has a pocket dimension in their closet. Well, his one is garage, and then he had another one. You can just put it in any door, as they said in season 2. I really like season 2 of that. That was really good. We never got to talk about that. That was very, very good. But yeah, no, the TCU. I'm not worried about it at all. I think I'm taking each thing as it comes. I'm not going to judge the whole thing until it's done. But listen, Superman really good. Great for me. We both enjoyed it.
Superman was, it's a good start for a universe, and it was successful.
Yeah.
Did it make the most money at the box office? It was no brand new day. Not at all. But it kind of got people. First off, it kicked off a whole new universe, but it was a solid first step.
Right.
I still like Man of Steel a lot better, me personally. But I'm excited to see where it goes.
Yeah. That's tough. I don't know.
I've always been. It's like,
yeah.
It's
still early.
Going,
That's well, and it doesn't help. Obviously, the stuff with Warner Brothers, it's not helping because we don't know where that's gonna.
Well, what are we? What are we? 5 years into this since James Gunn announced it, right? He announced it in 2022, right?
Was it right after Black Adam? Right? Wasn't that like right after that? Kind of when they announced he was going to be the guy, and then.
So James Gunn announced it in January 2023. We're about 3 years in, so 3.5 years in. We'll see about the People versus Gorilla Grodd. That could be interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, I first saw it. I was like, I don't care about that. And then I heard about it. Like, okay, that sounds
difficult. I mean, you're not wrong in regard to like their shows, right? I mean, Penguin was amazing, and
excellent.
It got me really hyped for the Batman Part 2. But then they delayed it. So
28 now?
Yeah.
February 28, something like that.
Which, have you seen the behind the scenes footage of, I mean, it's not behind the scenes footage. It's like somebody took a video of the set where the Batmobile is sort of drifting in the snow and being shot at. And the police are after Batman. Shocker. But that looked pretty cool.
In the snow, huh? Okay, I like that.
So,
Yeah, I mean, it's still early-ish. Like it's early in terms of we haven't seen a bunch of stuff. Um, we still haven't even gotten a new Batman, so we're gonna have we'll have two because Man of Tomorrow's next year, right?
Yes. Yes.
26. I'm sorry, 27. Excuse me. Okay, so we'll have two Supermans before we get another Batman. Unless there's a Batman, maybe we'll get a Batman introduced in that. Who knows?
Which, I mean, that's fine. I mean, that was the original direction of the DCEU was Man of Steel
exactly.
and the Man of Steel 2 before that turned into, what Warner Brothers wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of speculation about Man of Tomorrow. There's the actress who was in Andor. People think she's playing Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that sets up Paradise Lost, which James Gunn says is still happening, even though there was whispers that it was canceled or not happening at all.
Mm-hmm. Are they still doing Brave and the Bold now? Is that? Because I thought I heard.
Yeah,
that
I was just talking about that. Where there seems to be some miscommunication between Andy Muschietti, the director. Well, the quote didn't come directly from Andy Muschietti. I mean, it was reported, rumored that was what he said, and then James Gunn came out and debunked it and said, "No, it's not on hold. It's still very much in development."
So I don't like that already. That's a problem where you're getting, like you said, a miscommunication between Andy Muschietti. He's good. The two It movies are good, but all the problems that happened with the Flash, not really not his fault. Mostly not his fault, but still, he is attached to that.
Oh yeah, no, just like my boy, Zack Snyder. His name was attached to the theatrical version of 2017 Justice League, and it's just like,
unfortunately, yeah, right, exactly. And
thankfully, I got my movie, so whatever happens in this universe, I'll always have that movie. So, but yeah, we'll see. I would be like you. I'll just enjoy Lanterns.
Just take it. Exactly.
We'll see what happens.
Take it one project at a time. We'll see.
Do you think they're building to Crisis? I mean, it's possible, right? All these dimensions and stuff.
I would say a Crisis, possibly either that or Kingdom Come. Remember when James Gunn first, like in the early days, he tweeted a picture of himself reading Kingdom Come comic book.
He posts, yeah, man.
So it'd be one of those two things, right? Like I've always thought he's heading towards Kingdom Come, and maybe even brings. It's a long shot, but maybe brings them back for that. It's a long shot, but
no, I think
maybe Snyder.
No. There was a photo on social media of Zack Snyder at the Warner Brothers lot, but it probably, he has a small movie coming out called The Last Photograph, which looks solid by the way. I saw that trailer.
Okay. He's got some.
Yeah,
got some work.
I love that he's going back to smaller projects. And,
there you go.
Like passion projects and all that.
Yeah.
God, don't even get me started. Difficult. Look at them. They're in such a rush to catch up to Marvel. They need to work at their own timeline and be patient. We've been the two of us been saying that for 10 years. That's what doomed them 10 years ago. 10 years ago, Batman v Superman came out, and then they, just
when we met, you and I met, as long as we've been friends, that's been the discussion. That's exactly. No, you're absolutely right. So.
Anyways,
I don't know, man.
God, jeez, man. We're going down a. This is supposed to be a Lanterns review, and we're going down the.
Right, I know. Turning into Well, listen,
I love it though.
Like you said, Lanterns is great so far. They're doing and difficult, like you said. My man said they're doing great on TV so far. I haven't watched Creature Commandos. Apparently, that's really good though. Peacemaker's been pretty good. I know people were kind of didn't love how that ended, season 2. But I thought it was really good. I like both overall. Both seasons of that are good. So I'm still positive on the whole thing. And Lanterns is great so far. So
and Man of Tomorrow, yeah. So
yeah.
You're getting Brainiac.
Who is he?
Getting Lex in the Lex suit.
Mm-hmm. Which I can't wait to see that. Yeah, we sort of got that in not sort of. They did it in Superman and Lois. But it wasn't like the big green, big bubble head helmet thing and the green and purple. And I can't wait to see that.
Dude, speaking of Superman and Lois, I was shocked to find out Indy Neveretti was in Superman and Lois.
Yeah. She plays Lana Lang's daughter in that series, and she dates one of Lois and Clark's sons.
How far she's
really good,
man. She's she's Rogue.
Yeah, I mean Rogue, TikTok star Rogue, which I thought was chuckle at that one.
That's the rumor. They're making Rogue a popular TikToker.
All right. I don't have a problem with that. That's what. Listen, if in this day and age,
modernizing,
right, exactly. Yeah. That's exactly one of these heroes would be Tom Holland's Spider-Man was like YouTube, like a bunch of YouTube videos. That's how people knew about it. They call it the Spider-Man from YouTube. Like that's what.
Yeah, he was quoting social media, quoting really old movies, and
right, exactly. So, yeah, Rogue, you're not necessarily gonna get sad, upset, morose Rogue like you did in the last one. Like that, this is gonna be a new Rogue.
There's people looking back and saying that that the character was underutilized.
Very, very, very underutilized. It's been all 3 of those movies just being sad that she, which I understand, but we didn't see Rogue do like cool fighting Rogue stuff like you see in the animation and in the comics. She gets she gets some. Well, never mind. Yeah, she steals her powers from Captain Marvel, which is a thing that might happen. I think might happen.
Yes, I saw. I saw something about that on social media. Yeah. It's more of a speculation, but like,
sure, pretty horrible, actually.
And then I saw the old clip from the animated series of it, and I'm like, oh crap! Wow, I don't remember it being like this.
Yeah, right. It's very dark. Jeez. It's very dark what happens, but I wonder if they'll do that in the live action. But yeah, no, it's great to see her. Yeah, like I said, she plays Lana Lang. On Superman and Lois. Lana Lang, played by Emmanuel Shrieky, plays Sloane from Entourage. I don't know if you know.
Yeah,
she plays.
Of course,
yeah, she plays Lana Lang.
She's there. Yeah. Man, callbacks.
My son's watching Entourage right now. That's probably why I brought that up.
Oh, still a cool show.
Yeah. It's very funny. A lot of stuff that certainly wouldn't fly, but it's still very funny. It's a very funny show and a funny movie. At the end. So, but yeah, he's just finished the first season of that. So yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know what else. What else is going on? What you got?
Well, real quick, let's talk about. Did you know that they're opening a Dragon Ball theme park in France?
Oh,
Are you familiar with Dragon Ball Z? Dragon Ball Z?
Not. I know there's so there's like 9 Dragon Balls or 7 Dragon Balls, all scattered around the universe, something like that.
Yeah.
That's about all. That's about the extent. That's about the extent. He's like a monkey. Does he turn to a monkey at one point? The guy, like Goku. Is Goku?
Ultimate. Yeah, Goku. Yes, Goku is his name.
Okay. That's kind of all I know. Really. I've seen bits of it. I don't really.
So the idea is to I'm trying to share the video because apparently there's concept art of the Dragon Ball. But you gather the 7 Dragon Balls and you can make a wish, bring somebody back to life or people back to life or whatever the case is, or defeat an enemy. But
so they're not the Infinity Stones. They're like, or are they the Infinity Stones?
No, they're not the Infinity Stones.
Okay.
So this is it right here. We'll watch a little bit of it. But Master Roshi's house. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This looks very familiar. You've ever
Is it like his grandfather or something? Or his uncle? Or
I can't remember that part, but
it's like an old man that he like lives with. I don't know. Yeah, I don't fully know.
So cool, man. God, man, why do all these theme parks, across the pond, across the water, like around the world, are like so much better than ours here in the US?
I didn't know it was. Dragon Ball fans are screaming at the screaming right now at me. I'm sorry, but I didn't know it was like. I knew it was big. It's very big. I know it was that big to like a whole theme park big. Wow. But okay, no, that's very cool. I'd go if it was anywhere nearby. But
we were all devastated by the Dragon Ball Evolution movie that released in 2010, I think.
Yeah,
I remember watching it in theaters, and then at some point it turned into like a. The whole audience was just roasting the movie at one point, which made it even more entertaining.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever had any of those experiences where like a movie was so bad, people were like laughing at it and like, just
Rise of Skywalker.
Really?
Oh yeah. I loved. There was a point where you could feel like the whole theater turned on the movie. So yeah. That was pretty fun. But anyway, I don't want to get into it. Let's not start that. But okay, yeah. I'm afraid. I know that kid was in that plays. I know there was some people were like, "Why is this kid playing?" But he's a kid that plays Tom Cruise's son in War of the Worlds. I know it's that kid.
All right, difficult here is getting us back on track with lanterns. Would either of you agree that the hospital having no patients in them is weird? What if the town is an alien safe haven? And that stood out to me too, even though like it's definitely weird. I don't buy, it's a small town and like, how many people get shot and this and that. Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Okay. No, that's a great point. That's definitely something that clocked.
There's more. There's more to it. There, something else is going on. I mean, obviously, right? Something else is going on, but like, that's to the point where even the sheriff is like saying a cover story,
right?
But then what do we make of?
And not being honest.
10 years later, when the sheriff embraces Jon Stewart, and they're both sad because Hal Jordan is dead.
Yeah.
Maybe she has a change of heart. Maybe her arc, she goes from protecting the secret to now I'm not on my side anymore. I'm on your side.
Yeah, that's exactly what that looks like. So, man, now I'm impatient, like you're saying, but I can't wait to see the ending with the story. I can't wait to see what
the metal detector that Hal triggered might be looking for a particular alien. If not, the
Particular,
whole town's flag. Something is off.
right? Yeah. So did one of them? I may have missed. I thought one of the N10 guys or whatever they are said something like that. Maybe. Or I might be making that up. I don't know.
I'll have to rewatch the episode just for that
Yeah,
part right there.
same.
You know, and I was wondering, like, what the hell is Hal Jordan doing? You know, going into the morgue, and he got Jon Stewart on speakerphone, and he's dragging bodies out, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and then the body is buckled into the passenger seat and like the seatbelt on, and I'm like,
yeah, that was very funny.
Is Hal Jordan all there?
Right. That's like something.
Is he all there?
Exactly.
Is something going on? You know?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like something happened to him, like because he's kind of. Unless look, maybe he clearly knows what he's doing, but you know what? Also, I was watching on Pluto TV. I was watching a favorite of both of ours, Beverly Hills Cop, and I'm like, there's a little bit of that going on where. You know, Axel's to him, it makes sense what he's doing. Everybody else is like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
Hal Jordan got some Axel Foley. Aquel Foley. Yeah.
And there's a little bit of maybe he's winging it too, like Axel kind of not kind of like Axel does definitely.
Dude, that's thank you, Difficult. You've been the MVP of
now you're killing it. Yeah.
I love you, John Booz. John Booz, you know I love you always, man. But
that's our guy. That's my guy.
You know, is definitely bringing up some things here that you know I definitely wanted to mention because again, there's just a whole lot of secrecy with this series, and all will be revealed. It's got us hooked, man. It's the talk of the town right now. It's what DC needs. It's what we need. Okay. How many more times can I watch a Brand New Day to get my Spider-Man or to get my superhero fix? Lanterns is holding it down.
Those made me want to rewatch Watchmen now, TV series. And maybe a movie too. Actually, I haven't watched that in years. Yeah, definitely a TV series because I only watched it all the way in full at one time. So I might watch that alongside Lanterns. Yeah. Good job, Damon Lindelof. You're the man. Was he involved with? I might be wrong. Was he involved with what's that X-Men show that was on FX where it was
Legion?
Legion. Yeah, was that him also? I don't.
Who?
No. Damon Lindelof. Was he showrunner of that? My computer's locked. Couldn't remember. I thought maybe I don't remember.
I am not seeing that. No.
No. Okay. No, never mind. But he's no stranger to this mystery stuff. Obviously, he was Lost, which I don't. I think Lost got out of control, but I think I'm in the minority. People see them. I don't know how people feel about Lost. I think I'm in the minority there. But.
Well, I think the chat is kind of swaying my opinion.
Dead house, dead man. That's what I. Yeah, John. Thank you, Foos. That's what I said. I think that's what I think as well. Or catching him or something. Yeah, it's a good. Yep. Yeah. I'm leaning that way.
It wouldn't shock me if it's a misdirect.
Yeah.
At all. I'm just saying, like, the execution will probably be perfection.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, it depends. I'm not going to rule out a shock factor. Okay. Like,
sure.
He turns up alive. Like, depending on how they execute it, I'll be like, oh my God, wow. Like I knew it was happening, but I didn't think it would be like that. You know what I mean? So, man, dude. Jeez.
But James Gunn said that the people die in this universe, they're dead. So I don't know, man. Sure, no, I know, but
Peacemaker season 2 kind of disapproved of that with his dad.
Yeah, that's true.
And his brother.
That's a good way to. Yeah, and that's true. There's obviously multiple versions of people, so that's a good point. Yeah,
do I think the poor street vendor that Lex Luthor shot in Superman movie?
Sure.
Do I think he's coming back? No.
Yeah.
But we're talking about like characters, like big characters. You know what I mean? We'll see, man. We'll see. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be mind blowing, and we're here for it. Every week we'll be here, either Sunday or Monday. We don't really commit to a day, but know that when we go live, if you're free, hang out with us or watch it on the playback. It's a bit of a messy show. I do apologize for that. I'm old. I'm getting closer and closer to Hal Jordan in regard to this stuff. Or I just put a camera on and let's talk and discourse. So
absolutely.
Any last words, Keith, before we sign off for the week?
Nah, I can't wait for the next episode. I can't wait to come back and talk about it and whatever other craziness happens in the movie news.
Oh, hold on. Before I go, look at this. This is pretty cool.
Okay.
These remind me of you remember those shoes back in the early 2000s where you would step and the wheel spins?
Yeah.
Beyblade just released shoes with fully functional spinning tops built into them. I mean, if you're a grown-up wearing those, I don't. But if you're a kid, yeah, I'm giving you a high five, okay, or a fist bump or whatever, because that'd be a pretty cool toy if your kid's into Beyblades.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
Hey, Beyblades were awesome. Beyblades were weapons when I was growing up, man. Did you ever play Let It Rip?
We got some for my son, and he didn't latch on.
Difficult. There you go. Being back to Reebok pumps.
Pumps. Yeah, there you go. I thought they did.
That, and then it's like, pump your shoes up and get ready to run the fastest 40 you've ever ran in your life.
Shaq and Allen Iverson took over Reebok, so yeah, maybe they might do that.
Oh man, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I saw those and I'm like, that reminds me of the Dada, right? Dada shoes.
Dada. Yeah. I think I'm gonna say Dada. I'm pretty sure it was Dada. I don't know how that was actually pronounced. But people always just said Dada.
Oh, here's something else real quick. James Spader reveals that Ultron has been imprisoned in Vision's mind since Age of Ultron.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's had access to internet, television history, and he's just been consuming and doing a bit of painting. He's been painting and making trouble. So Vision Quest is set inside Vision's mind. That explains Ultron being alive, and
Human Jarvis is in there.
Yeah.
But do you think do you think we'll see Robert Downey Jr. and Mark Ruffalo, because they're parts of Vision are them too? I wonder.
Imagine one of the Vision Quest episodes premieres, and then immediately after it ends, social media blows up because Tony Stark is in there. How many more eyes that series would get?
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So Vision Quest releases when? October, right? Vision
I think,
Quest?
right. I think it's October. I'm pretty sure. I wonder if it's as this is ending.
October 14th. So,
Yeah. Okay.
buddy, we
That
got
was probably over by
Lanterns
then.
every
We'll go straight
week,
into that. Yeah. Right.
and then
Right.
Vision Quest,
Yeah.
and then Doomsday.
Yeah.
And in between, and Doom. And I'm not going to forget about Street Fighter because it looks ridiculous, but it looks like a lot of fun. We're eating good, man. We're eating good.
You got GTA 6 and not that leaked one that got
GTA 6, dude. Oh,
that guy that leaked that, he's on the run and hide, man. You better run and hide. And he leaked the whole game too. He leaked the whole game apparently. So, but anyway, yeah, that's coming pretty soon, right? In September or something. So.
Yeah. No. Is this September?
I think I might be wrong. I think so. Right. I think that and that Wolverine game are both. I think they're both September.
And the Wolverine game, dude.
Right. You're right. You know.
GTA 6 is November 19th, man.
Oh, they pushed it. Okay, so yeah. Well, since I last saw that, I guess they pushed it
again. Thanksgiving is not going to exist, dude, because people are going to be like family gatherings.
Yeah.
Oh, where's your husband? Oh, he's where is he? Yeah. He's playing that GTA 6 again. Wait, where are all the boys? Right. Everyone's watching him play GTA 6. Yeah, man. What?
Everybody's mad at Sony right now, but yeah.
Yeah. What a couple of months, man. It's going to be a crazy couple months, man. Jeez.
Yeah. A lot of cool stuff.
A lot of streams to do, dude. And maybe we'll stream some games and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Gonna need a bit more energy for that. Gonna need some coffee for that one, man. My reflexes on video games is not as fast as it used to be. I used to snipe people like crazy on Call of Duty and this and that. Now it's just like people are spinning and sniping at the same time, and I'm just like, huh.
Yeah.
The idea of Fortnite or Warzone is exhausting because it's just like I just want to run and shoot and die and respawn back again and keep running and shooting and dying and build up my KD ratio and I don't know, man. Maybe Twitch isn't looking so bad. I'll just watch other people play the video game.
Exactly.
Wow. I remember when I used to do that. Dang.
Yep.
Anyways, it's dinner time now. So thank you so much for hanging out with us and being super casual about this. We'll be back next week to talk Lanterns episode 3 and dive into more. Look out on the channel, Fandom United, either Sunday or Monday. We'll try to do Sunday, but we'll see. We'll see. If not Sunday, Monday.
Right.
But StreamYard, free version right here. So no intro, no outro, just a couple of good looking gentlemen, handsome guys.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you guys next week